Which community would you choose? Oasis or Sunbridge?
Oh, Justin, which would I choose?
Don't ask me that.
So I have to be honest.
I can't seem to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax.
So this is going to be a fun video, everybody. I've got Mary with me today, and you know, she's the queen of these new Del Webb communities that we're super stoked about. Mineola is still too far behind to throw that one in there. So today we're going to compare Del Webb Oasis and Del Webb Sunbridge. So what are we going to do?
Okay, first we're going to start with the location of each community, and then we're going to break it down with the differences of the two.
Nice, nice. So location, and I've always nicknamed it the stomping ground. So what do you see outside Sunbridge?
Okay, well, Sunbridge is a master plan development that has all age communities, and then they carved out a little section that has then Del Webb. It's one of the fastest growing areas because it's right in the Lake Nona area. So minutes away from there, you obviously have the Lake Nona Town Center, Boxy Park, which is right there within the town center. Huge place for gatherings, the venue for entertainment. So it's just ideal location also because it's just minutes away from the all the beaches, from the airport, Disney, 35 to 45 minutes, depending on, of course, the traffic.
Well, and it is growing a lot. So as far as restaurants and shopping and all of that, you've got that just minutes outside your door.
Well, you've got there Narcoossee Road, which is the main drag, but that's what takes you to, and of course, everyone knows about Medical City that's also coming. That's huge for research, education, treatment, all that with the Lake Nona Town Center. That's just a awesome place for dining, for shopping, just for family gatherings to spend the day. It really is. I can't even describe it enough. It's something that you really have to spend the day and go see. It really is.
You do, because it's really modern stuff. It's modern America coming into this community.
It's just a lot of just thriving, and it just has an incredible energy. When I went there to lunch to Chroma, it was just the whole concept is very impressive. Yeah.
The Sunbridge area itself, that master community, they have a big lake. They're going to have trails to ride bikes and a marina. We're not exactly sure what that looks like, but they say
it's more self-contained for like boating and water activities. But that's going to be another area for dining, for shopping, another destination, just another place to,
And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, you can take your golf cart from Del Webb down to the marina and stuff?
They say that is what you're going to be able to do, yes.
See, that's kind of cool. So that is a lot. That just adds to the character of that community.
Absolutely. The conveniences.
We even just did a recent video on Del Webb Sunbridge, so I'm sure that we'll put a link to that so you can see that specific video.
Yeah, with a great tour of the clubhouse and amenities, which are just amazing. The 27,000 square foot amenity center and all it has to offer, and the restaurant on site. That's, it's huge. It's absolutely beautiful. One of the nicest that I've seen.
So that's Del Webb Sunbridge. Now we're going to head over to west kind of Orlando to Del Webb Oasis. What's your stomping grounds around there?
Well, what's special about Del Webb Oasis is it's literally a couple minute drive to the western entrance of Disney and Disney parks. So it's a huge area that for people who are big, Disney fans. It's also by the 200,000 square foot town center, Flamingo Crossing, that has dining, it has shopping. They're starting to build out. They have their mini, their Target, not super Target, but they have restaurants. Wow. But it's off the 429, and the 429 you could take south to I-4, and you can take I-4 to Tampa, or you can take I-4 to Orlando and the other theme parks, attractions, the beaches. I mean, the location, it's fantastic. They did a really good job putting it out there.
So to get into the differences of the communities, I suppose the first thing is how many homes, because that's a big factor in the ambiance of a community.
So Del Webb Oasis, now they're just doing pre-selling right now. They've sold about 60 homes as of, what's today, August 9th, 2022. So there'll be about 450-ish homes there, so that's more boutique style.
So with that difference in size, that means there's going to be a difference in the amenities. There's going to be a difference in the amount of amenities.
Yes. So the Mac Daddy one is Sunbridge. It's 27,000 square feet. They have, and they do have an on-site full-service restaurant and bar. They have a grand ballroom. They have, what's that, tech seminar room. They have a gorgeous fitness center, multi-purpose room for aerobics, the typical things that most of the communities have. Oasis is going to be smaller. It's going to be 12,000 square feet. They will have the beautiful pool that Del Webb is known for, zero entry, the hot tubs. They will also have the fitness center, the multi-purpose room. They will not have an on-site restaurant and bar. They will be having something that serves I think beer and wine, alcohol. I believe they are going to be getting a beer and liquor license,
okay,
but no full service restaurant. But like you said, that makes sense because they are a smaller boutique.
Right.
And you need something to sustain it because that is something with Sunbridge. So when you live there, you do have to, you get charged a food and beverage fee assessed the beginning of the year, so you get a credit, and then you will use that up through the year.
So what are the price differences of the two communities? Let's start with the home prices. Are the sizes the same and the same layout?
Well, both communities do have the same floor plans. They're even called the same.
Okay.
But what I realized that Del Webb Sunbridge, they I think started the 40-foot lots. So they have some smaller homes that are I think 1,400 plus square feet, and they start in the high 300s. The starting point at Oasis with the villas start at 420,000. So the villas both are comparable in both communities, the low 400s base price. But then the differences are, I think Oasis, the starting prices on their homes, single family homes, are a little bit more expensive than Sunbridge.
I wonder if, and it kind of makes sense, that's because the land around Disney was probably more expensive for Del Webb to get in the first place.
That's what I was actually trying to compare, and absolutely, it's all location. I mean, you know, premium.
It's Disney.
It's Disney. It's Disney, absolutely.
So folks, when we say base price, that is without all of your bells and whistles,
a lot,
extra crown moldings and all of this stuff. So we're talking some decent pricing, but they're, of course, in some of the nicer areas of this central area. So with that, we'll go ahead and talk about the HOA and what that includes and the differences.
All right, we're going to start with Oasis. So Oasis, it is higher, quite a bit higher than Sunbridge, but you do get more.
Okay.
So for the villas, it's $536 a month. But because the villas are a duplex, you're sharing the roof line, you're getting the full landscape, irrigation, they mulch one time per year, exterior painting, roof replacement every 15 years, and also 1 gig internet, termite bond, they pressure wash, and of course the reserves.
So when you say irrigation, that means the water itself?
And the maintenance of the irrigation.
Maintenance.
That's one thing that I will have to clarify, but usually when it's irrigation, it's the water and replacement of the heads that they break. For Sunbridge, they're a little bit lower, but you get less. They do have the CDD at Sunbridge. Oasis does not. So the CDD is $1,000 to $2,000 per year, depending on the series. I just found that out.
Okay, well that makes sense. I suppose it's the size of the lots and the size
Yeah,
of the
it's a
houses.
much bigger. I mean, it's a much bigger
It makes
community.
sense.
A lot more maintenance with the common area, the retention areas, infrastructure.
This is the beauty, of course, of getting an agent that can help you get to the nitty-gritty of what all the costs would be.
Which community would you choose? Oasis or Sunbridge?
Oh, Justin, which would I choose?
Don't ask me that.
So I have to be honest, but I'm not a Disney goer. I don't go very often at all. So I would definitely stick to Sunbridge. I like to ride my bike. I like to be outside. You know, Jay Michael and I have gone downtown town in that area before, and it had some cool events and stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. So I would say the only negative maybe for me with Del Webb Sunbridge was that it is so close to the airport. You got some air traffic, and being out where I'm at, I'd never hear a plane. The thing about the Sunbridge development is that's 5 to 10 years out, right? And so I guess if I was going to be dining and shopping, I'd be going down to Lake Nona or on Narcosi. So that's coming, and I would just have to consider that.
All right, Mary. Where would you live?
You know, that's really tough because I really love the whole Lake Nona town center, and Sunbridge really is, they did a fantastic job developing that. But I live in Winter Garden, and I frequent Horizon West a couple times a week. And for Disney fans, I mean, I can get to the western exit, and I live in Winter Garden. I've been here for 17 and a half years, and it takes me under 15 minutes to get to any of those parks.
All right, so as you guys know, we have agents all across the Florida, including Central. So if you want to get in touch and get connected in the area that you're looking in, please feel free to call, email, or go through the process of clicking on explore55plus.com and selecting your areas and an agent. We look forward to being of service.